edition, the Rise Hour, our July edition. We all know the Rise Hour happens every third week, and it's such a great privilege. I count it a privilege actually. For this month, we are having a digital skill, and it's not easy. This is something so many persons pay large sums of money to acquire, and we are just having it here at our fingertips. Without further ado, just like yesterday, we learned about the introduction, the basis of being a virtual assistant, and today is another awesome time. I remain Faith. I'm still Faith, the program coordinator for the Right Hour experience. So welcome to day 2 of our digital skills training. Like I said yesterday, we had a great session on basic skills behind remote work. A virtual assistant, we got to learn the difference between a virtual assistant and actually remote work. Praise God. Though it's similar, but more insight. I trust we all had a great time yesterday. And today we continue with introduction to data analytics. And Bible speaking, the anchor scripture is 1 Peter 4 verse 10. It said, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Like we said yesterday, that whatever skill you get, you learn or you've been taught, it's not just for work alone. Life, we cannot even quantify how important it is, what we are learning, what we are experiencing. Praise God. And as we all know, Rise Hour is a space of renewal, inspiration, support, and empowerment. Hence the acronym RISE. It's a space of renewal, inspiration, support, and empowerment. And as we can tell, what July has for us is empowerment. We are being empowered, I must say. Praise God. Like I said, this month's one of vision, which today being the day 2, is focusing on skills acquisition and development, because skills are not just important for work, they are important for life. As Robert T. Kiyosaki said, you cannot improve your future if you are not willing to try something new and risk making mistakes and learning from them. Praise God. Like I've made a decision ever since yesterday. I had my own personal testimony. So let's just move forward. Today we are being blessed. Today is a special day. Not just having our guest speaker, but also the founder of Woman of Vision, the person of Miss Jemima Francis, that will be taking us on data analytics. We are truly glad that you joined us. I bring greetings from our team leadership, Ms. Jemima Francis, Mr. Wisdom Azwama, and the rest of the team. And we trust that tonight will be a remarkable time of learning, growth, and transformation. Tonight, we'll be looking at how data analytics works and how to begin stepping into the world of data. But before, into the world of data, praise God. And now, if your hands are not too busy, you can use your emoji. Please make a round of applause as we welcome our guest speaker. Just a little breakdown, a little note for a biography or a portfolio of our guest minister today, and that is the person of Ms. Jemima Francis, the founder, Woman of Vision. Jemima is a results-oriented career coach, resume expert, job search coach, and self-identity coach. She is passionate about helping professionals and young people unlock their potential, build confidence, and achieve real career success, just as we have the Wolf platform. She specializes in ATS optimized resumes, strategic planning, and social media presence that attracts opportunities. As the founder of Woman of Vision International, she leads initiatives that empower women to embrace purpose, purity, love, and social justice. She also trains and equips people in public speaking, motivational speaking, and sales for personal and professional growth. Rooted in her faith in Christ Jesus, her mission is to inspire transformation, deliver results, and add value wherever she serves. without wasting most of our time, let's just put our hands together. You can use your emoji as we welcome the speaker for tonight. Ms. Jemima, ma, over to you, ma.
Our mission this evening is just to talk about data analytics. Data analytics for beginners. All right. So first of all, I want to say this now. First of all, you understand that in this class, we'll just introduce to you what data analytics is and how you can solve real life problem as a data analyst. We are not going to do much because data analytics is a very broad course. It's a very broad skill to learn. And in this very class, we'll just take the introduction to data analytics, the tools you can use for data analytics, and I wish I could walk you through. I wanted to give to you, for those of us who do not know how to create Google form, I wanted to take you through that, a very brief Google form creation. I hope I'm able to do that. All right, so what is data analytics? What is data analytics? What is data analytics? Data analytics is a process of collecting data, collecting information about people, cleaning it, organizing it, and analyzing the data to discover useful information, identify the patterns, and support better decision making. I'm going to use an example. Like I said, it's going to be an interaction section, interactive section. Now, for me, as someone who works with a telecommunication with MTN, every day customers walk into the office. Right? We have the people that receive customers, they write their names, they write their phone number, they write what they are there for, they are in the office for, their problem that they've come for us to solve for them. You understand? So all those things are information about customers. Sometimes they come, they want to buy a device. Sometimes they come, they have a problem. Maybe their network is bad and they are panicking. They want to leave the network to another network and all of those things. All those things are data that we collect from customers. The only way for us to be able to make a decision out of those data is analyzing the data. After we've collected the informations, after we've organized them, put them in an organized way, then we analyze it. We analyze the data. Do you understand? Now that is what is called data analytics. The process of collecting, the process you're collecting the information, the process of you cleaning the information, organizing the information, then analyzing the data, the information you've collected. Now, your analysis is what will now help you to make your final decision. Let's say now, for instance, in MTN, there are some customers that come and they tell you the broadband that they bought is not working well. It's not giving them what they actually bought it for, the value they expected. Let's say, for instance, somebody came to buy a 5G router, and at the end of the day, the person came back complaining that the router is not giving them the value. The network is slow, the data depletes very fast. All of these things are information, feedbacks that we get as a company. Another person will come and say, I loaded airtime on the line and it just finished immediately. These are feedbacks they are bringing to us. Somebody else will come. I bought a phone, a 5G phone, a 4G phone from MTN, and the phone is not giving me value. The phone is bad. The phone is doing this and all of that. All these things are feedbacks. Now, when we keep getting all of those feedbacks, we keep getting them. Millions of people are giving those feedbacks. Now, we now look at it. At the end of the day, we collect all the data. We collect for the people that came that their SIM card is not working, that they've been having network issue. There is a place in their house they will stay, there will be network. There are some places they will stay, there will be no network. You understand? We collect all this information together. We collect the people that come to do data, maybe data of 40,000, and at the end of the day, they are having issues. They didn't use the data as much as they should, and the data gets exhausted. All these things are information. All these things are feedbacks from customers. And at the end of the day, you now have to analyze it. You analyze it. You begin to bring these things together. You begin to clean. Now, while these informations are coming, you get their demography, you get if it's a female, you get their age, you know all of those things together. At the end of the day, for you to make your final decision. Now, why these things will happen, take note. Before this thing happen, you begin to notice that customers are leaving MTN. Now, the reason for analysis is for you because you're having an issue. There is a problem. Because you don't do analysis when there is no problem. Sometimes you realize that your sales are not going well anymore. In January, you sold, okay, let's say somebody who is into cosmetics. You have a particular brand that you sell. Let's say particular cream that you sell. Let's say Nivea. In January, you sold a lot of Nivea. Then in February or in March, you realize that you're not selling as much as you were selling before. Now, you will begin to notice that something must have gone wrong. That is when you need to do an analysis. You need to do analysis of your business. Now, I said, you don't do analysis when there is no problem. You do analysis because you need to get a solution to the problem. Are we getting it? Okay. So now, a data analyst can answer questions. The reason a data analyst is you're here to answer questions. You're here to give a company or a business a solution to their problem. You are here to help their business. You're here to give them a reason to take a better decision. Now, one of the things, the questions you ask as a data analyst is which product sells the most? Like I use the example of, let's say, an MTN. Let me use my company that I work with, MTN. Now, as an analyst, a data analyst, what am I when MTN comes to me? Please unmute your mic, please. Okay, sir, thank you very much. So, when, as a data analyst, for instance, an analyst, and MTN has a problem, and they are asking, Chinasa, please, can you help us? This is what we are facing. We are having low sales. One of the things that, as an analyst, one of the things that NASA is expected to ask the company is which of your products do you sell most? What type of products, what time and day and month do you have the highest sales? Which of the items do you think that needs to be restocked? Which promotions increases your revenue? Because now, like MTN, there are times that we do promo, we do sales promo. Why are we doing that? Because we want to get back customers that are leaving. So, I'm normally expected to ask a company that calls you for such things. Okay, sir, you said you people are not making sales anymore. The company is not making sales anymore. What are your products? Which of the products do you sell? And at what time? What month? What season? Please, sir, can you mute your mic? What time? You need to get all these informations with you to enable you to do a proper analysis. Note that the above questions that you ask will help the business make their decisions. Are we getting it? Are we following? Now, I want to tell us, let me give us the basic steps to data analytics. Now, the basic steps to data analytics, like I said earlier, when you've asked all of these questions as an analyst, you've asked them the product they sell more, the times they make those sales, the period they make those sales, the day they do that, and if you ask them which of the products gives you revenue and which of the products gives you more profit, and which set of persons the more, because you need to get all this information. You need to get the gender, you need to get the age, you need to get the period that these sales are being made. You understand? You need to get all of this things, and that's what, in the process of doing that, you're already collecting data. Now, the basic steps in data analytics are as follows. Number one, data collection. When you're asking these questions, you're already doing what? Collecting data. You're beginning to gather information about the business. You're already getting the proper information you need to be able to make a good analysis for the business. When you're done with that, what next thing you do is you're going to clean the data. After the company has given you all the data, you tell them, sir, I will get back to you. I will give you a solution. The solution is not by mouth. You go back after all the information you've gotten, you go back and begin to do your data cleaning. You clean your data, you've collected your data, you do your data cleaning, you fix all the errors, you remove duplicates, and you handle missing values. Like I said earlier, data analytics is not a one-day thing. It's something you need to train for a very long time, at least for a year. I was telling someone, I said, I did data analysis training for about 2 months. It's not enough, because every day you keep learning. We have different tools for data analytics. But me, I believe, as an individual, I love to use Excel and Power BI. We'll get to that. All right. So after I've gotten all this, because the data they are giving to you will never be a clean data. There are times that you need to fix some things that needs to make the data look better for you to be able to do a good analysis. Then the next step you take is to analyze the data, which is you use the tools and techniques to identify trends, relationship, and patterns. Are we following? Now, when you've done that, after you've done the analysis, you now do your visualization. You visualize the result. When we talk about visualization, you are now bringing the data into a visible design. I'm going to show us a screenshot of one of my analysis that I did. You give a visual design of your analysis. Now, in fact, the visual analysis is what makes the business, the management, to make their decision, because they are seeing how the trends are going. They are seeing what is helping them and what is not helping them. Do you get me? So you do your visualization. Then you're going to do your communication insight. You communicate your insight. At this point, you do your recommendation. The first thing you do as a data analyst, once you've gotten your data, after you've collected your data, you clean the data, you analyze the data, you visualize the data, you visualize the result. Then the next is you recommend all the processes you've gone through. Now, your recommendation is very simple. Sir, from January to February, from January to June, we see that this product sold so well, and this product gave you much profit than this product. Therefore, we recommend that you restock this product in this season, in this time period. Are you getting? Get more of this product, because and your profit comes more from this product. Now, these products, when you look at the trends that are going down, you tell them, okay, sir, or so business the name, I recommend as an analyst, after going through all of the analysis, I recommend that this product should no longer be in the shop or in your business or wherever. Why? Because these products are just wasted. At some point, when you're doing your analysis, you realize that some of these products are even staying over time. They are expiring while they are still in the shop, in your shelf. So you give the business a recommendation. That is, you communicate the insight, everything that you've been able to achieve. Now, there are common tools data analysts use. Microsoft Excel, advanced Microsoft Excel for basic analysis and calculations. We use SQL to retrieve and manage data from database. We use the Power BI or Tableau, reports and visualization. Majorly, Power BI is for visualization and for dashboards. We use the Python for your normal automation. Now, why is data analysis important? Why is it important? Can someone just give me an answer from all the things I've said? Why is data analysis important? You can open your mic and answer me. If somebody can give me an accurate answer, I'll give that person a gift.
I think why we need data analysis is it helps in keeping record.
It helps in keeping record. Yes, it helps in keeping record. But the main thing why you need data analysis, why you need to analyze your product, you need to analyze your business, it's because it makes your decision informed. It gives an informed decision. Like, you will be able to take a proper decision, like I explained. After I've gone through your analysis, let's say with MTN, I work with MTN. Our 5G products, we sell them very well. We've been selling 5G, we sell the Cat 4, which is the 4G. We sell the MiFi. Now, there is a period that these sales are always very high. Like from this festive period, people that are traveling, that are coming back from their different places where they stay abroad and all that, they buy a lot of these routers because they don't want to be without internet. When they come, they rush to the shops, they buy these products. Now, in those periods, you know that you're going to make profit. Now, if I'm to analyze, when I begin to check from January to December, I'll be able to know the period that we sell these products more. And I know the period when we have to restock these products and make them more available. If we have to have them 50 in the shop, I will make it 100 or 200 because I know I'm going to sell them. So it makes informed decision because I'm not just guessing. I know the product that don't sell. I know the product that stays and expire in my shop. So I'll be able to take those products out of my business. It also improves efficiency. It helps you to understand customers better. Because you already know that, this customer, this is what they like. Do you understand? This is what they like. Now, recently in my office, MTN brought out this I'm giving all of you this information. Now, recently, 5G, we used to have 5G normally come with 120 gig free data. Then the Cat 4 comes with 60 gig. But recently, MTN has removed it. So they don't come with those free data anymore. And I know for sure that it's going to impact in the business. At this time, no, there is a package, there's a way we do that we will get a better offer. So the 5G has actually reduced, the price has reduced. But somehow it's going to impact on the customers because many persons come with the mindset 120 gig is 24,000 naira. Now, people are happy to get a free gig, at least they will use the free gig after some time before they will now buy data. So it's going to impact on the business for a while, for a period of time. Do you understand? So for you to get a proper analysis, you must ensure that you understand your customers, you know what they want, what they like at a particular time. Do you understand? It also data analysis also reduce one of the reasons why it is important is it reduces your cost. You don't do guesswork as a business owner. You have a direction. You know what you're buying, you know what you're selling, you know who you're selling to. Do you understand? You know the period. And it also helps you to make profit because you already know what you're buying, the things that you're putting your money into, the things you are investing in. And it also helps you to predict future trends. Like I said, in this season, you know that, oh, I'm going to sell perfume, but a particular perfume, I'm going to sell this. I know that during the festive season, people buy phones a lot. Sometimes people that are traveling, this period, I know I'm going to sell this. I'm going to, you already have prediction. You predict what the seasons, each season in your business looks like. Are we following? And I hope I'm not being too fast, please. Are we following? Am I talking to myself? All right, thank you so much, sir. So I'm going to be asking a question. I'm not asking you. I'm asking, and I'm going to give an answer. I know some persons will ask, we hear data analysis, we hear data analytics. What is the difference? Like we said, we are just giving you a background knowledge about data analysis. If you want to go into data analytics, I bet you're going to make money. Analysts make good money. If you can be able to put your attention to it, you will get good jobs. You will not just seek for jobs will seek for you. Now, the difference between data analytics and data analysis. The terms data analytics and data analysis are closely related. They are both the same thing. No, me, I just say that it's the same thing. They are exactly the same thing. But let's just use an analogy. Now, let's think about you're cooking a meal. You're cooking your rice. You buy your meat, you buy your fish, you buy your everything, all the things, the ingredients you use in cooking your food. That is a process. The process. Data analytics is the process. Data analysis is the cooking steps you take. Me, I said this, so to me, those processes that we take, the collection of the data, the cleaning of the data, but the analysis is beginning to analyze every information you've gotten, the raw materials you've gotten, analyzing it and giving design, visualizing it for the customer or your clients to be able to make a good decision is data analysis. Did you get that? All right, thank you very much. So every data analyst performs data analysis. You take the information from the beginning and you analyze it. But professionals in data analytics also work on preparing the data, creating visualization, communicating findings, and helping organizations make better decisions based on the results. All right. So it's just as simple as that. Getting the information about, okay, now let me use another example. Like you go to a motor park, you want to travel to Lagos from Port Harcourt, you go to GIG. They tell you, okay, come and write your name in a manifesto. Hundreds of people write their name. Now, have you noticed that sometimes you just stay and I'm not digressing, you just stay and you receive a message. Somebody will just tell you you were recommended for this. Aside the people you know, you just get some random messages. People go to those motor parks and get those informations. Now, sometimes you will be wondering, how did this person know? How did this person get my information? How did this person know this and all that? People go there to get all those information. Though it's a bad thing for a company to issue out people's private information. All right. So we are not going there. So what I'm saying is, with those information, you can be able to help transportation company make good decision about that business. Also, we all know that festive season, people travel a lot. Now, when you're analyzing, because there are times that a transportation company will call you and tell you, we are not making sales. Our business is going down. What is the problem? You have all the information. Say, okay, just give me your data. I just need your data. You do the data collection. Collect the data from the company. Then you go home and clean the data. When you're done cleaning the data, you analyze the data. After analyzing, you now visualize it. You create a dashboard. Then do your visuals. By the time you're done with your visual, you get your result. You'll be able to know trends, the times that they are making sales, what is causing them not making sales, the people that patronize them the most, the gender, the age, and all of those things. Are we following? So data analytics is a very sweet course. It's very, very sweet, but it needs your time. You need to give in your time to achieve. Once you become a data analyst, while I was going through the training, they will be telling us. I said one of the days my coach told me something. He told us something. He said, if you give in your time, just achieve the knowledge, know it and know it well. Once you know it, you don't search for jobs will search for you, because you can even start it with a small scale business person. Even as a person, you can look at yourself, this is my business, this is what I do. But this period, I used to find things very difficult. My sales are just dropping and dropping and dropping. What could be the issue? One of the things that a data analyst will also recommend for a client is, sometimes we advise you do a promo. There are times that, now look at these people. Last year, I got somebody from Owerri. I know her. Now that season, they were just bringing down the prices. They will just ensure that people buy from them. That is one way for you to get customers. Do you understand? So after you're done with your analysis, recommend these things for your customer. Tell them, since these things are making sales for you, you sell more of these things. Why not do promo in this period? Now, the period you're not selling, do those promo in those periods. Now, when you do a promo in those periods, it will help you gather and you begin to see that you start making good sales. Are we following? Do I have those that wants to become data analysts on this training? Awesome. Chisom. So that is it. So data analytics is very beautiful. It's a beautiful course to do. It's something that if you give in your time, you really enjoy it. See, this is Excel that we use every day. If you become a data analyst, you see how sweet. In fact, there are so many things in Excel. So many things, so many hidden things in Excel that tools that you use to analyze data. Now, let me say this. In the process of you, after collecting your data, one of the most important things is data cleaning. After you've collected the data, because if your data is not clean, your analysis will be wrong. I say this again. If your data is not clean, your analysis will be wrong. Your analysis will never be correct. So until your data is properly cleaned, you cannot even do your analysis. Not talk more of creating your dashboard. So your analysis must be clean. to enable you get a good, your data must be clean to enable you get a good analysis. So I'm going to be ending the class, but there is something I wanted to do for us, but my system is not working, and I can't be able to do that sharing. All right. So I'm going to be concluded. I wanted to help us create simple Google form for data collection. Now, as a data analyst, this is one thing you need to know, because there are certain things that you don't need to even go to the business, to the management, or to the CEO, whoever that is in charge to do. You don't need to go there to go and say, sir, we need to get the data of your company, your staffs, and all that. All you need to do is create a Google form. Just all you need from them is the questions that they will need to give to you, what they want to achieve. You create a Google form, put all of those questions, send the link to the company, and let every staff respond to the questions, fill the form, and as they are filling the form, you from your end, you're getting your feedback, you're getting the answers already. When you create a Google form, you have the response. You have where you get your response. So all you need is just create a Google form. Once you Google form, you're good to go. Once you create a Google form, you're good to go. You create a Google form, ask all your questions that you need to ask them. They respond. You go back to your Excel spreadsheet. You get the feedback. Then you use that to do your data cleaning. You play from there. You analyze the data. Create your dashboard. Do your visuals. Give them recommendation. Go to them. Present your analysis. And you're good to go. They pay you for it. You go your way. So this is all about data analytics. Data analytics is the practice of turning raw data into useful information. It's as simple as that. That helps people and organizations make decisions. The reason you're doing this whole doing the data, cleaning it, analyzing it, visualizing it, doing the recommendation, is for the company to make decision. And what is the decision they are making? We will take these things off. We will do more of this one. And that is it. So data analytics is one of the most beautiful skills, digital skills you should learn. As a woman of vision, you need to be a data analyst. I bet you could take this as a career. You follow it up. And again, I will advise this. If you're going into data analytics, there's one of us here that went into data analytics, and she used almost all of the tools. And I realized that if you're using all the tools, it gets very confusing, because data analytics is very broad, it's very big. Now, Python will require you to write some codes. Do you get? But when you're using visual, when you're using Power BI will not require you to start writing codes. When you're using Excel, it's not required to start writing codes. So I advise that if you're going into data analytics, it is when you're very good with one of the tools, then you can now decide to learn another tool. But I advise that if you're going into data analytics for the first time, kindly do with is either Excel or Power BI. Then with time, when you're very, very good, when I mean very, very good with Excel, when you know that you can confidently do your analysis, do your cleaning, do your visuals, your data, your dashboard with Excel, with Power BI, then and you can do your jobs very well with these tools before you can go to MySQL or you go to Python, as these are also tools for data analytics. So at this point, I want to take question. If you have any question you want to ask me, please go ahead and ask. If there's anything I said that is not clear, please ask. You'll get your answers. I'm waiting. I'm even looking for some of my.
Hello, good evening, ma. I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
You are talking about cleaning of data. I don't understand that word, cleaning of data. How is it supposed to be cleaned?
Okay. So I said when you go to get information, you get details about a company or about a business. The information will give many times you will need to arrange it properly. It is going to be a scattered information. Are you hearing me? It's going to be scattered. It might even have spacing. It might have the names might not be correct. The spellings might not be right. You might have duplicates. Someone might fill a form, a Google form, and the person's name will appear twice. At that point, you need to remove one of the name. If there is spacing, you need to remove those spacings. Are you getting me? If it has something like asterisk, it has something like dollar sign, different things that are not supposed to be. You need to ensure that you clean those data. And you also use a tool to do that cleaning. You clean the data. When you clean the data, that is when you can do your analysis. Because if you don't remove those things that needs to be removed, those duplicates that needs to be removed, you won't be able to do the analysis. Did you get that? All right. Any other question, please? Please, let's ask question. I'm about going out of the call. I'm about muting myself because my time is up, I know.
Please, you can ask questions. If there's anything you're not clear, you need clarification, you can ask.
Okay, now I want to also say this. As a data analyst, you can also get your data online. When you start your data analytics training, sometimes you find it difficult. Oh, where will I get a data sets for me to practice? You can also go online. You can go online and you get those data. You can go online. You can actually get data sets online, and that also can help you or do your practices. All right. Okay, so I want to ask this question, please. Did we understand what I just explained as a data analytics, what you're expected to do, how you need to, what data analytics is all about, the things you need, the things that are expected of you to do as a data analyst? Did we get that, please? Someone should respond, I beg you, please. My sister will not be. Okay, so if you get what I said in just 2 seconds, can you just give me a summary of a data analyst and what the data analyst is expected to do?
So, like you said, data analysis is the turning of raw data into used information.
Useful.
Into useful information.
Yeah.
And you said for you to be a data analyst, okay, there are some tools you mentioned that we can use, some common tools. You said we can use advanced micro Excel, Power BI, and Python. And before we can use Python, we should make sure that we are very good at advanced we should make sure we are already advanced at it before we can start using Python. Then you said for a data analyst, you have to first of all, the basic step to take as a data analyst, you have to first of all do data collection. You gather information about the business, and secondly, you clean the data. Cleaning of data, analyze the data, then you visualize, bring the data into visible designs. Then communication, insights, and recommendation.
Okay.
Another thing you said again, you said the importance of data analysis. You said is to give an informed decision, and it's also to help the a business to help them know what to restock, when to restock, and to help you understand your customers, what they want and what they like at a particular time. Then it improves efficiency, and it helps to make profits and predict future trend. That's what I can say for now.
Thank you so much, Tom. I really appreciate the fact that you follow through this section. That's awesome. Thank you so much. After the class, please slide into my DM and let's know how far from there. All right. So thank you very much. Is there any other thing anyone wants to ask question? Is there something you want to say? If none, I draw my curtain at this point. Thank you so much. God bless you all. I sincerely appreciate this opportunity. This is awesome. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Please, a round of applause for our guest who happens to be our founder. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much. Wow. Please keep the applause coming. Keep the applause coming. Don't be tired. Don't be tired. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time, taking out time from your busy schedule to enlighten us. God bless you.